When we think of war, we imagine explosions, armies, and headlines. But this story is not about how wars begin or who wins. This is a story about what comes after the ceasefire, after the treaties are signed, after the world moves on. It is about the quiet that follows violence, the lives left broken, the cities left standing but hollow, and the trauma history rarely records. This is the silence after the guns.
The final gunshot echoes, and then nothing. No victory speeches, no celebrations, only silence. Wars do not end with relief, they end with exhaustion. History marks the moment fighting stops, but it rarely stays to witness what follows. This silence is not peace, it is uncertainty.
On paper, wars end cleanly. Dates are signed, borders are drawn. The world declares closure. Since World War II, more than 170 conflicts have officially ended, yet millions of lives were left in ruins afterward. From Korea to Bosnia, from Iraq to Afghanistan, the guns fell silent, but suffering only changed its shape. Peace was declared. Healing was not delivered.
After the bombs stop falling, cities remain, but they no longer function as cities. Water systems collapse. Hospitals operate in shadows. Schools stay closed long after classrooms are rebuilt. In Aleppo, families return to neighborhoods erased from maps. In Hiroshima, silence carried radiation, not relief. In post-war Berlin, children grew up playing among ruins. Buildings can be rebuilt. Lives take far longer.
The survivors inherit the silence. Not soldiers, but civilians. Children who learned to stay quiet to survive. Parents who memorized escape routes instead of futures. Veterans who returned home but never truly returned. According to global health studies, 1 in 5 people in post-war regions suffers from severe psychological trauma. Most will never receive treatment. Their battles continue, unseen.
Trauma does not make headlines, but it reshapes nations. In Cambodia, decades after genocide, entire communities still live with PTSD. In Rwanda, silence remains between neighbors who once turned on each other. In Vietnam, unexploded bombs still kill civilians more than 50 years later. War ends. Its weapons often do not. Today, an estimated 110 million landmines remain buried across the world, waiting. Some wars do not end at all. They freeze. The Korean War ended in 1953 without a peace treaty. Only a line, only silence, only soldiers still watching. Frozen conflicts create frozen futures. Children are born into wars that technically no longer exist. The guns stopped. The tension never did. Nations remember wars differently. Victors build monuments. The defeated bury memories. Some countries teach apology. Others teach pride. Many teach silence. Unmarked graves fade into landscapes. Stories disappear with those who carried them.
Forgetting becomes policy. Silence becomes survival. The world moves quickly. News cycles end. Cameras leave. Aid fades. Reconstruction promises remain unfinished. Survivors are left to negotiate peace alone. History continues forward, but not everyone moves with it. The silence stays behind, long after attention is gone.
The silence after the guns is not emptiness. It is a warning. Unhealed trauma becomes anger. Forgotten victims become future fighters. Ignored aftermaths plant the seeds of new wars. Peace is not the absence of violence, it is the presence of healing. Without it, history does not end, it repeats.
Wars begin with noise. They end with silence. But what we choose to hear in that silence will decide the future. Because the guns may stop, but the consequences do not.